Hi, my name is Nicole Baum. I'm the Program Director for Senior Life Solutions.
Hi, my name is Jordan Jones, and I'm the Program Director Assistant for Senior Life Solutions here at the Holton Community Hospital.
So I am the Program Director, as I've said, and I oversee the program just to make sure everything runs smoothly. A big piece of that is just making sure that the patient's needs are met. And then another big piece I do is the recruitment part of Senior Life. So I'm doing a lot of community education and making sure people know who we are and what we do.
Jordan, what is Senior Life Solutions? What is the purpose of it?
The program is really designed to meet the needs of anybody of 65 or older who is maybe struggling with new life transitions, maybe loss of loved ones, recent health diagnosis, things like that, and helping them, giving them the tips, tricks, and tools to handle those daily stressors that they're getting on a day-to-day basis.
We offer group therapy and individual therapy sessions throughout the month, and that's led by our group therapist, Tiffany. She's absolutely amazing, and she caters each group to a different topic to meet the needs of the older adults within the group.
How does aging, Jordan, this is for you, how does aging influence the approach to treating depression and anxiety with older patients?
Sure. Well, especially in this rural area that we're in, and the population that we see, it's kind of tough. It's tough for them. They were born and raised to take care of things on their own, to make it through it on their own, things like that. So it's kind of tying it back to it's okay to not be okay, making sure that that older population who was taught to always be okay, it's okay to not be okay, making sure they know that.
Nicole, what are some specific challenges that you see in seniors that you guys see on a daily basis?
So we see this in all populations, but I feel like specifically in the older populations, we see that stigma of, like Jordan said, it's not okay to ask for help. And we want to break down that stigma and help them to know and understand that it's okay to struggle with day-to-day things, and it's also okay to ask for help.
And so, like specific individual sessions, can you tell me about the structure of those?
Yeah, so the group therapy, like I said, Tiffany leads those, and she picks a topic, whether that be laughter or coping. Sometimes they'll talk about things like grief and more specific items. And then the group just kind of plays off of each other, and they've really became quite a family, to be honest. And they just offer tips and suggestions to each other. And it's just a very collaborative model.
Jordan, how do you guys kind of track the progress of your guys as individuals?
Sure. So when we first meet a patient, we will go out and meet them in their home typically and do what we call an intake. And what that is there's a series of scores that we do, a series of tests that we do with them. And then as they progress through the program, we do those tests monthly with them. And it kind of gives us a trend of how that patient's doing. Are their scores getting worse to where they're needing more help from us? Are their scores getting better to where maybe they don't need us as much as they originally did when they started?
What's the drive for you guys on a daily basis to continue to do what you're doing?
Mm-hmm. So I was born and raised in this community. I care so much about the people within it. When I went to nursing school, mental health wasn't something that I thought maybe I would specialize in. And as I've gone through my career, I've seen the need. I've experienced the need just within my own personal life, and I've seen it in the community. And so I feel like that's kind of my driving force, is just to make sure that I feel like our community is taken care of, not only physically, but mentally as well.
Jordan, do you want to chime in on that?
Sure. I think I kind of can piggyback off Nicole there and just saying, especially in this population that we see specifically in our program, making sure that they know it's okay to not be okay. And we are here for you. We're here to help in any way possible. And then the success stories that we see from this program is so rewarding. It is our drive every single day. It's amazing to watch.
So you gals do a lot into the community. Can you tell me about that? What community involvement do you guys have at Senior Life Solutions?
Mm-hmm. So we do as much as we possibly can to get the word out about our services and what we offer. We go to the senior centers. What else do we do? We do so much.
Flyers. We drop flyers off at all the businesses locally. We'll go in and have coffee with people, just whatever. Set up meetings. Anybody locally, even the surrounding communities. We will definitely go out to all the surrounding communities as well.
That's kind of my next question is, your guys' program is not just Jackson County focused. So tell me about why it's important for people to know that you don't have to live in Jackson County to be a part of Senior Life Solutions.
So the need isn't just within our community. We accept within a 50-mile radius into senior life, and we want to promote it beyond that because there's programs throughout the states. But it's not just an issue within Jackson County. This stigma issue around mental health is an issue that we're seeing everywhere worldwide, and this is just the start of what we can do to help improve it.
Jordan, how important is community support for the mental health of seniors?
I think it's huge. I think I feel like I'm repeating myself, but like we've said, that population, they feel like it's okay to just not ask for help. And so having the community back us and saying, no, it is okay. It is okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to go in to see a therapist. It's okay to do those things. So having the push from the community and people supporting a program like this is huge.
And to kind of piggyback off of that, when we did our We Are Stronger Together campaign and we worked directly with the foundation for that, it was huge, the reciprocation we got from the community members. Even when we would go out and do some of the events that we had planned, people would stop us and be like, this is why this is important. This is why this means a lot to me. Thank you for doing this and specifically addressing the mental health needs in our area.
How do you guys collaborate with local providers as well?
So we work directly with them. Honestly, they're a huge referral source for us, our providers within the hospital itself and then the surrounding hospitals as well. So we do weekly talks with them. So I'll send out their blood pressures every week. So we're always communicating with the providers really weekly, I would say, if not more, to be honest.
What advice, Jordan, would you give families of caregivers or caregivers of seniors who might be struggling right now with mental health issues?
Sure. Ask for help. Ask for help. Be okay with it. We can't all do it on our own. And that is proven. We all know that. You can't do it on your own. It takes a village sometimes. And so be okay with that. Definitely ask for help.
Nicole, are there any specific resources that you guys utilize when it comes to mental health of seniors?
Absolutely. And to kind of piggyback off of her, even if you don't feel like Senior Life Solutions is quite the answer for you or your family member, reach out to us regardless, because we have so many resources under our belt that we have available that so many people just don't even realize. I know I didn't even realize half of what we had to offer in this area before I did this program or became the program director. So I just recommend reaching out. Like I said, even if we won't be a good fit, I think that we are typically successful in finding a good fit for that need.
All right. What are some future goals for Senior Life Solutions that you see, Nicole, that you would like to see the program get to?
Yeah, so we always have group number goals. And, when I started out, it was always a constant goal of, I want to have this many people in the group. I want to have 2 therapists in our program. I started off with the mindset of this huge, beautiful picture of expansion. And I still want that. But at the end of the day, now that I've been through the program, I've seen everything that comes out of it. I think my main goal is to really just improve the mental health in our area. Like I said, there's just so much need to improve the mental health, not only in our elders, which is typically what we see, but within every population. We've been in the schools and we've done presentations. Our end goal is to improve the mental health within our communities.
Jordan, you guys are focused on seniors, obviously, but do you think that there is a ripple effect and a downward effect age-wise with what you guys do to try and instill this into the younger communities as well?
Absolutely. Like Nicole said, we've been into the schools, we've done presentations. All those kids have a grandma and grandpa or a mom or a dad. So I think that's Nicole and I's big push has been this past year is getting through to everybody. Just because we see seniors solely in our program doesn't mean that those kids at the high school or those kids at the park who see our flyer, doesn't mean that they don't know somebody or see somebody that could need help. And we also tell the kids at the high school, if you need help yourself, please call us, because like Nicole said, we have all the resources for our areas and we can get you help.
How do you see the evolution of mental health awareness over the next 5 to 10 years developing?
So a huge goal of ours is to really just decrease that stigma and to tell people it's okay to not be okay. And we've been to the preschool and we read this adorable book. It's called, I can't remember what it's called, but it's so sweet. We sit in front of the preschoolers and it says things like, I am funny, I am smart, I am kind. And it's telling them what they are, not so much what they aren't. And I think just the mental health message needs to be addressed in all populations, But if we address it in an age appropriate way from the start, it's just going to ripple up as they grow older.
And the big focus obviously sounds like that just making awareness more prevalent and making it be okay. Why do you both decide, and I'll start with you, Jordan, why do you decide to continually stay in this role and focus on mental health?
Because I've seen the success of it. I've seen, somebody come to me who was at a completely broken state and then walk out of here and said, I can never thank you guys enough for what you've done for me. And that could go for anybody, though. So I think that the success stories is why I wake up every day excited to come to work. We are making people better. We are making a difference. We're making a change. And if we continue to push in the community the way we have been this past year, I think we're going to change a lot of lives. And that's the goal.
Nicole, same question. Just why do you strive to stay in this area?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with Jordan. I really do feel like we're making an impact and a difference. And there is nothing better than having a patient come up to you and say, thank you for these tools you've given me to be able to succeed outside of your program. Our goal, as soon as they start the program, is to start working towards discharge. We love them and we want them in our group, and we really enjoy having them. But the ultimate goal is for them to be successful mentally outside of our program. So that's what we do. We try to build them up to that point to where they're successful without us.
When you talk about the program, sounds like a timetable on it. What does that program look like?
So I've been in this program for 3 years now, and each patient is different. I've had a patient in the program for 2 years, and I've also had a patient in the program for 3 months. So each patient is very individual based, and we just kind of work with them. We meet the patient where they're at. We meet them with what they need and come to them with their needs. And so every patient is very different. There's no right or wrong answer to that because there is no time frame on it. They're on their own time frame.
Everybody's unique, and it's what it sounds like as far as their journey. Why is it important for you, Nicole, to meet them where they're at and just guide them along their journey and not tell them you need to be done by a certain point?
Yeah, I think if you put a time frame on it, you really limit their ability to succeed outside of our program. We've had patients who have scored well, they've done great. We've taken them down in their amount of times that they're seeing us per week. And then a life change happens. And then we kind of go back a few steps. And it's so important to meet them where they're at so that they can continue to get those tools that they need to be able to be okay mentally.
You said a 50-mile radius is what you guys accept into the program. How does somebody even see if they qualify for the program?
So we are a super easy referral process. We just ask that you call us with a name and a phone number, and then we reach out beyond that point. So if you just give us a call at 785-364-9610, you'll get Jordan or I. And then again, we just ask for a name and a phone number, and then we reach out from there. So you can be a self-referral. You can reach out anonymously for someone else that you feel is in need. Whatever you feel will be on the other line.
And I know there's a stigma. Again, we've referenced it numerous times about mental health. But have you ran into complications with people that maybe were referred to you that think that they don't need the help, but then they end up realizing that they do?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I've even had referrals where I've gotten the referral 4 times. Mm-hmm. And on the 4th time I've gone to their house, they're finally like, yes, you're right. I do need it. So even if you refer somebody and they say absolutely not, we'll check back in with them in a month or 2 months, maybe next year. But we'll check back in with them, see if a lot of times it takes 1 or 2 times of them meeting us for them to want to start this program.
Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because of the stigma of I don't need help?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I do think a lot of it centers around the stigma, and there is just something special about knowing who you're connecting with. And so when we do the initial intake process, they can come here, but typically we go into their home so we can start establishing that rapport and that relationship. It's a huge comfort thing for a lot of people, I feel.
The difference between locally here and maybe a bigger hospital that offers a similar thing, why does it make you guys different being a local critical access hospital offering this bigger hospital?
I think we really stand by our mission, hometown heart. We really care about the people within our community. There's something so special about a small town just because there's so many connections. And I feel that we really do give our all to every single patient that walks through our door. We care about this community so much, and we just want to see everyone be in a good mental state and, like I said, be successful outside of our program.
So can you detail out more about what all the program looks like, aside from just a mental health perspective?
Yeah, I'll let Jordan kind of dive into the assistant role and the therapist role. My role itself, like I said, the program director just oversees the program, make sure that everything is running smoothly. I'm also the registered nurse for the program, so I do weekly vitals and I make sure that we're meeting those medical needs of our patients, not only mentally, but physically.
I do a lot of the transporting. We also offer transportation in our program, so we can transport any patients up to 30 miles. So I can go pick you up in the mornings, bring you back home after group. We do a lot of that and checking up on the patients. Like Nicole said, daily vitals whenever they're there with us. Weight, we're in constant communication with their doctors, so they see us more than they see their doctors. And that's always a great thing. We're always there to keep an eye on them, make sure that everything's going okay.
For sure.